guys, my name is Paxton and welcome back to my channel, One of Us is Teaching. I am a fourth year teacher in upstate New York. This will be my first year teaching 6th grade. Today I just wanted to hop on and tell you about my school's reopening plan. I have finally gotten the update and the information, and I have been very curious to hear about a lot of teacher YouTubers' plans. Every state is different, every school is different, even in the same state, so it's very interesting to kind of hear what's going on. So I thought maybe if anyone out there in the YouTube world was interested in plans like I am, I would share mine. So like I said, I live in New York, so our governor gave the go-ahead for in-person school. If the schools deem it safe, or that's what they want to do. A lot of decisions were made by parent survey at a lot of the schools in this area that I know about. Most of the parents in my new district want to go back to school in person. I think there's maybe like 20-25 kids in the whole district, K-12, that have chosen to be 100% remote learning. That is something that my school is offering, and that I will have to plan for and assign assignments and all of that stuff. If any of those kids are in my class, I'm not sure if they are yet, but that's an option that all the families are given. But for the most part, we are going back in a hybrid model. So we will be at no more than 50% capacity in the building at any time. The way that my school is doing it, there will be 3 days remote learning and 2 days in-person learning for every hybrid student. We are not doing alternate weeks. It's a very simple schedule. Monday, everyone will be remote. Tuesday, Thursday, Group A will be in person, while Group B is at home. And then Wednesday, Friday, it's the reverse. So Group B is in person and Group A is at home. So we run on a 4-day schedule for specials purposes and things like that. So we will be having like day 1, then day 2, day 3, day 4, day 4, and then back through the cycle, if that makes sense. So that is to accommodate the 2 different groups of students who will be coming in, to make sure that they get the same specials and opportunities as each other. No one will be missing out on things because it's their off day or whatever. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Makes a lot of sense to me to do it that way, but it was another loop that's kind of thrown into planning and things like that. I found out that my full roster of students is 13 in my homeroom. So on A days, like Group A, I will have 7 students in my class, and then on the Group B days, I will have 6. All of my desks and things need to stay in my classroom. The school doesn't have space to store extra desks. So while the students do need to sit 6 feet apart, I don't necessarily have to have all 13 desks 6 feet apart, because I will only have at most 7 students in the room, so they won't be sitting in all the desks. So that will make classroom setup a little bit easier, I think. I'll just have to find a way to kind of mark off or indicate which desks you should be sitting at and what desks can't be touched. Like I said, I'll be teaching 6th grade, and in my district, 6th graders rotate. I am the math and science teacher, so I will have all the 6th graders in my room at some point for math or science. So the way that we are doing that is, like I said, all of the 13 desks will be in my room, but only 7 at most students. So we will use the opposite desks for the other class when they come over. Hope that makes sense. But other than that, the schedule is staying super normal. We'll go through our day as normal as possible. The kids will go to specials. I'll teach all the subjects, whatever. My 6th graders will rotate classes for reading and social studies in the other 6th grade teacher's room. So yeah, I am lucky to be at a pretty small school, so we do have a little bit more freedom and that we have smaller numbers of students to accommodate and things like that. So that's honestly pretty nice. We will be wearing masks anytime we are moving around the room, when we travel in the hallways to go to our specials, to the cafeteria, anything like that. Students will not be permitted into the building without a mask. We also can't leave the building without a mask. Like I said, in the classroom, students will be seated 6 feet apart. So while they're seated at their desks for learning, they can take their masks off, which I think is really nice. The exception to that is if we do any small group work or like carpet time for the younger grades, the mask will need to be on because keeping 6 feet apart in those scenarios is not really possible. But we will still be adhering to social distancing in some respect. You know, we're not going to see students right on top of each other, even on the rug or at small group and things like that. As far as my PPE, we aren't 100% on how we will be doing that. The school has ordered face shields, and we are trying to figure out a way to where we might be allowed to only wear the face shields instead of pairing that with the masks. I actually have one right here. So, you know, the whole, it covers my mouth, like you want students to be able to see their teacher's face, be able to hear them properly, and things like that is the goal if we can swing it. Unfortunately, the face shields, as you might know, don't cover this area, so they aren't super protective actually against the respiratory droplets when used alone. So my superintendent and whoever he's working with are trying to figure out a way to maybe put fabric on the bottom of the face shield, so like there is the respiratory barrier, but students will be able to see my face. But if not, I will be wearing a mask under a face shield, probably for the whole day. I mean, anytime I'm within 6 feet of anyone, I guess. So that will be very interesting. I think that that's kind of all I know. As with most schools, we're just kind of playing it day by day, seeing what works, what doesn't work, what needs to be adjusted. We'll be checking in frequently with families to see how it's working for all of them. And of course, at some degree, we are at the mercy of the governor's decision for our state and things like that as well. So everything is a new adventure. This year is going to be super weird, but we'll figure it out and it'll be great. If you're new here, which you probably are because I'm pretty new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stick around so you can watch my future videos to come. I would really love if you wanted to check out my previous videos. I have a few teachery things up on my channel. If you like this video, like it, hit that like button. Drop a comment if your school has a similar reopening plan, or if it's super different too. I would love to know. But that's all I have for now. A little bit of update on my teaching situation. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.